right, so we're back here for another video. We're gonna watch The Karate Kid Part 2 today, and for those that are watching, they're probably gonna go, "What do you mean you're watching The Karate Kid Part 2?" Wyatt has never seen the Karate Kid movies, and we fully watched and filmed the whole episode where he would watch Part 1.
Well, I think it was like a 15-minute video, wasn't it?
Yeah, whole thing with Part 1, and Easter happened, and I got a little tipsy, and that same night I decided to edit the videos I needed to edit, and got all messed up and didn't realize that I hadn't edited that and fully deleted the footage. So there is no video of Wyatt watching Part 1 anymore. It's completely gone from existence.
So anyways, here's a mini review. I like number 1. And there we go.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're going to watch Part 2 today. Part 2 is my favorite Karate Kid movie. I'm not sure in the Karate Kid fandom if that's like a hot take or anything like that. I'm not really in the Karate Kid fandom, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not paying attention to the fandom of this stuff, I guess. So I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but this is definitely my favorite. If I have to rank at least the originals, it would be 2, 1, 3.
You said they're in Japan for this one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't really tell, but yeah.
I don't want to assume that just look like, you go in the background, you see the trees
Right.
in the background. We live in Florida, so.
Sure. Yes, they have to go to Japan. This is still, Mr. Miyagi teaching Daniel and stuff, but this definitely has a lot more focus on Mr. Miyagi's, not really origin story, but just like his family, and the whole reason they go over there is because of his family and stuff like that.
His origin.
Yeah. So it does have a heavier focus on Mr. Miyagi, while still also focusing on Daniel. You thought at the end of the first movie, you thought that the cast kind of stayed the same. You thought that Johnny would come back and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they made the whole show about Cobra Kai and stuff, so
Right.
I thought he was a bigger character in all the movies.
Right. So no, he is technically in this movie. I think I told you he's in this movie, but literally,
It's like literally a continuation.
right. It's like this movie picks up right where the first one left off. So him and like John Kreese, who was his sensei and stuff, are in this in like the first scene, and that's it.
So were these all like filmed back to back, or
No.
is it kind of like a little time in between?
I think there's time in between. I just think maybe they probably filmed that scene when they filmed Part 1 to use in Part 1, and they just never did.
Okay.
And then they probably went, "Oh wait, we can utilize this." Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just guessing. That's just my guess. Because they're all wearing literally the same clothes. They look exactly the same. So that's why I was like, maybe they filmed this for Part 1 and then ended up cutting it. And then when they did 2, they went, "Oh hey, we could use this." So that's my guess is what happened. But yeah, everybody else is it's all brand new characters except for Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. I'm not even sure if Daniel's mom is in this. She might be in like
Damn, I feel like
one
she was
scene.
pretty. Well, I would say that she was pretty important, but I don't feel like we saw much of her in the first movie. After
Allie, his love interest, not in this movie.
Really?
Not at all.
That's so weird.
They do talk about it, I think, one quick thing to kind of cover why she's not in this movie.
It's like the throwaway line in Transformers 3, like, she dumped us. Like,
Basically, yeah.
You're poor, Danny. Go fuck yourself.
Basically, that's kind of what happens. So yeah, Mr. Miyagi and Daniel are really the only that I could think of the only recurring characters in this movie, and I think in Part 3, I don't think any of the in Part 3, John Kreese comes back, the sensei for Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Other than that, I think it also still is just kind of Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. So yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, let's get into Part 2.
Looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Mercy is for the weak. We do not train to be merciful here. A man face you, he is enemy. Enemy deserve no mercy.
Part 2 is done. What did you think?
I liked it. I could definitely see why this is your favorite. I did mention towards the end, not knowing what the ending was going to be, I did say, for a movie called The Karate Kid, there's not a lot of karate. I was like kind of thrown off because the only 2 movies that I had seen at this point was the remake and now the original.
Right.
And those both have like tournaments, so I just assumed it was going to be like a tournament in Okinawa. But I did like it was kind of just kind of a vacation for them.
Sure. A tormented vacation.
Yeah, kind of. I did find it funny that Sato kind of looked like William Shatner. I don't know if anyone else has made that connection. Hopefully someone else has, and I'm not just completely racist right now. But yeah, it was pretty good. Good.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not a lot of karate in this one, but at the same time, like he already knows how to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he does learn the technique with the drum, the like side to side, and that's the drum with the side to side, and then he goes. There's a scene where he's at like the fishing thing, and he has to, he almost gets fucking impaled by the thing. So there is that is kind of like the lesson he learns is that new tactic which he uses in the end fight against Chosen, anyways.
Don't get impaled by things.
Right.
That's the lesson.
So like
we all need to learn.
That's the karate aspect of this. Whereas again, like he already knows karate, so like it's not going to be full of him learning karate. Yeah, I just think obviously the first one is probably way more iconic and more people know about the first one and the original. And again, like Johnny Lawrence is way bigger of a character than Chosen is or Sato and stuff like that. My favorite love interest for sure is Kumiko. Ali's cool, and I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's just forgettable. I don't remember the girl in the third. There's a girl in the third movie who's his love interest. I don't even remember her name. And also from Cobra Kai, I don't even think she shows up. Like I told you, Ali shows up for one episode in like season 1, and then season 2, Kumiko also shows up for an episode. The third girl, I don't think they even mention at any point. So that probably also helps with her kind of being forgettable. But yeah, I do think it's cool with Cobra Kai that they were able to like bring Chosen back and her back for an episode. Chosen, like I said, he becomes a like reoccurring character. He becomes a part of the cast, whereas Kumiko is just in one episode.
Okay.
Chosen kind of moves to America in Cobra Kai and then kind of like joins Daniel's like dojo as like his assistant kind of teacher. And there's really good stuff with him because obviously in this he's just a giant coward and the villain.
Yeah.
And in Cobra Kai, he explains how guilty he is and all these years he's felt so bad of how he treated Daniel and how he treated Kumiko. And they actually reveal...
He tried to kill Kumiko with a switchblade.
Right, and they actually reveal that the whole time he was actually in love with Kumiko. Hence why he had so many problems with Daniel was because Daniel rolled up and like kind of stole the girl that he wanted. And there's a whole story beat where he's trying to like get Kumiko. Like he obviously by the time they get to Cobra Kai, they explain like he apologized to her and she's obviously very forgiving, so she forgives him and stuff. And he tries to get with her. Again, she's only in one episode, so they kind of touch on it, but then there's like scenes where he'll be on the phone with her and stuff like that, and they actually reveal like Kumiko was like, I love you, but not like that. So he actually gets friend zoned. But that's part of his character is him not getting angry over it and saying, I understand that's just what it is how it's meant to be. If I'm meant to be with somebody and it's not her, then it'll happen,
Character development's crazy because like how are you civil with someone that held a knife to your throat? Like that's crazy. Kind of.
So yeah, that's like a whole thing in Cobra Kai, and Chosen becomes like his kind of assistant teacher, but also is like he has a lot of comic relief in there. There's parts here where he has like some funny moments, but he is like a lot of comic relief in that show, which is pretty cool. Yeah, what'd you think of Chosen, Sato, Kumiko, all these new characters?
I mean, like I just said, like every time I saw Sato, I couldn't not think of William Shatner. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's happened in real life, but the idea that, the guy that was your best friend that, left and it's like 40 years ago and you're still like not over it and you want to kill him just because he left.
Right.
Like no offense, over a girl.
Mm.
That was kind of stupid. It felt dumb.
Yeah.
Like just for the character. And I guess you could say even in real life, because I guess some people do that. Like it's just dumb. Like let it go. It's been 40 years.
Right.
And then it's just it's just completely resolved in a storm. And Mr. Miyagi breaks like a fucking
pillar.
Yeah, a fucking pillar in half. Like just kind of.
I always enjoy it's like a bit of a twist because if you're watching this movie for the first time, you think it's going to lead up to Mr. Miyagi versus Sato, because that's what they're saying the whole time is what's going to happen. So I do like the bit of a twist where at the end of the movie, he actually has a change of heart and the final fight ends up becoming Daniel versus Chosen.
I guess if you really think about it, like, are they really going to have these, like, 60 to 70-year-olds, like...
Hey, man, Mr. Miyagi can still move. He almost whipped Kreese's ass in the beginning.
Yeah, what's up with Mr. Miyagi? Like, he loves beating up kids.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, in this one, technically, we don't know that Chosen's a kid. He could be like 23, 24 for all we know.
He's in the age range of Daniel, who is the Karate Kid.
Right. So what do you think of, also, going back to the beginning, what do you think of that, where the opening has, John Kreese kind of literally almost murder Johnny, which is the only time we see that, but crazy. I feel like that's a pretty big aspect for...
That is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's just like how do you...
Yeah, it's
how do
pretty
you
wild.
like someone I'm sure he looks to like a son, or I guess you can't even say he looks at him like a son. He's just
Johnny
he's
looks
just a
at
product of his...
Johnny looks at him as a father.
Yeah,
and Kreese looks at him as just a product.
And he just tries to kill him because he got second place. Like, that's just...
Yeah, so I mean, I'm telling you stuff about Cobra Kai because I know you're never gonna sit down and watch like 7 seasons of Cobra Kai. So that's an aspect of the show, because Johnny says, like, after he lost that tournament, his life just goes to hell, right? Daniel in the show, Daniel is successful and he ends up he owns like a car dealership and is like super rich. Everyone knows him as like, oh yeah, it's the karate guy, all this stuff. He's super successful. Johnny is like, he's like almost like homeless. Like, he's like living out of his car. He's an alcoholic. He's eating like 7-Eleven pizza for dinner every night because it's like $1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this all spawned from a kids movie from
Yeah.
the early
Yeah.
80s. That's...
Yeah. So, but part of that is the fact that not only did like the town kind of turn against him, Kreese also turns against him. This is who should have said, "Hey man, it's all right. Let's pick you back up," but he also just left him in the dust. So in Cobra Kai, Kreese, I think it's like season 3, he does show up. He's like, we're gonna restart Cobra Kai, because in his mind he's like, because I ain't got fuck else going on and I want to be, rich and famous. And so that's a through line throughout all the rest of the seasons. And I'll show you the clip. There in the last season, there's a scene. Shout out to William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence. There's a scene that I will show you that is incredible between the two of them. It's like their last meeting, and it's like some of the best. I don't want to say some of the best acting I've ever seen, but for someone who is just like
just a background side character.
Right. Well, for Johnny Lawrence's stuff, like, he's like, sure, iconic villain, but like that's his biggest role. He wasn't this like huge actor that everybody loves. It is incredible acting from somebody that isn't like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Like an A-list actor.
Right. But yeah, this is my favorite Karate Kid movie. I love it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is that a hot take, or do you guys love it too? And yeah, what do you think about part 3? Are you excited to get to part 3?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really mentioned most of the plot, so I guess it's going to kind of be like a first-time watch.
Well, they do. They go back home. They're back in California.
Okay.
I did tell you, Kreese shows back up. He's, other than Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, Kreese is the only like returning character.
Okay.
So he's part of the villain, but I don't want to say the full. There's more to the story than just
no spoilers.
John Kreese. So we'll get into that soon, I'm sure. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, and we'll see you for the next installment of the Karate Kid.